Hello, dear digital marketing fellows. Today, we are going to tell you about Monzo Online Bank. Hello. On this slide, you can see the structure of the presentation. First of all, we would like to make an overview of digital banking industry trends and current situation. Then we're going to move to target audience and personas, provide you with some statistical information, and finally, we will move on to social listening. On this slide, you can see the structure. Judging from the compound average growth rate of 22.6%, we can make a conclusion that online banking is a fast-growing industry. In 2016, digital banking market size was $7.3 million, and it is expected to grow up to 30 million by 2023, which is 4 times more than in 2016. Among retail banking, corporate banking, and investment banking, retail banking holds a dominant position. In 2017, its contribution to the overall size of online banking market was $4.4 million, and it is expected to grow more by 2023 and will remain the prevailing banking type. Europe has the largest online banking market share and accounts for $2.7 million and is expected to grow up to $10 million by 2023. Among countries, USA has the biggest contribution as a country to online banking market. Judging from here, you can see top 5 trends in digital banking industry nowadays. First was transition towards platform business model will accelerate. So customers prefer digital banks to traditional ones because today fast-paced living world, the speed of data access plays crucial role and people are attracted by digital banks as those offer same services as traditional banks and operate faster. Cyber defense versus hacker intelligence. Banks will enhance their security controls and make significant investments in security talent, tools, and expertise to combat the rising threat from evolved hacking techniques. Data privacy and ethics. As banks navigate the dual challenge of sharing data for consumer-centric innovation mandated by regulations and protecting customer interest, they will find themselves stepping up for a new role, the role of facilitating secure exchange of customer data with third-party ecosystems. Infrastructure. Trading in digital assets, whether cryptocurrencies or digital tokens, should become more common, as well as development of such technologies like blockchain, intelligent automation, and other. All of this will lead to greater efficiencies. Moreover, today such technologies like AR and VR are penetrating digital online banking market as well and will be implemented in future. Here you
Hi everyone, I would like to speak about the target audience of the Monzo and the digital banking companies. In this figure, you can obviously see that we can see who is the target audience of the Monzo. It's grouped by the age, location, income, attitudes towards technology, attitude to multibank. Uh, when we look for the young population, we see that the young population is the main target audience of that kind of digital banking companies because generally generation X, Y, and Z is the main one because these ones is grow with the technology. Also, when we look for the location, people who live in the urban area is more adaptable to the technology. Also, when we look for the income level, people who have more income is more adaptable to the digital banking. Also, people's whose attitude towards technology is higher is more adaptable to digital banking. Also, attitude to multi-bank, people who use different bank is more adaptable to use this digital banking. Hi everyone, I would like to. When we look for this figure, it shows us the open banking addressable retail customers by age group. When we look for the people who age between 18 and 24, 21% of these people is adaptable to these open banking or digital banking companies. When we look for the people who age between 25 and 34 is 20%. And also when we look for the people who age between 35 and 44 is also 20%. These peoples are generation X, Y, and Z. But when we look for the other one, like for example, people who age between 45 and 54, the adoption rate is decreasing by each age group. When we look for higher one, this figure show us the open banking addressable retail customers by their location. For example, when we look for the London, 21% of these people is addressable customer. For example, when we look for the Midland, it's only 17. When we go for North, it's 16. When we go for Scotland, it's 14. This means that when we go for North, the adoption rate is decreasing. Also, when we look for the south side of the London, the adoption rate is 15. When we look for the Wales, it's 14. When we look for the Northern Ireland, it's 15. It's prove us that the urban areas adoption rate is higher than the rural areas. Hi everyone. This
So here is our personalized life. James, who is a bachelor student and part-time waiter, needs online banking for his everyday spending and transfers and for saving purpose as well. So he is a perfect target for this Monzo service.
Statistics of Monzo. So Monzo launched in 2015 with a prepaid account and 5,000 alpha cards, and then hit the ground running with its successful 96-second crowdfunding campaign in 2016. Since then, the Challenger Bank has secured further funding each year and has, as of February 2018, has rapidly increased its customer base. So the first graph is the Monzo is the graph where Monzo is expected to target around 5 million customer by this time next year, which is seen in the graph. And the second one is the bar graph, which shows that Monzo is the third largest challenger bank while operating only in UK as per the customers. Statistics of
To get a complete and full detailed image of what customers say about Monzo on social media, we used 4 platforms to collect social listening data. Brand24, which is good for overall social listening data, and it provides PDF reports, which is quite good. Then we used TweetDeck to analyze tweets. Social research we used for sentiment analysis, and Google Trends for theme discussion. To get a complete among 3 social media platforms, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, highest sentiment rate has Twitter, followed by YouTube and then Instagram. So for the previous month, there was 1,833 mentions. Among those, half of them were positive mentions, and only 60 of them, minor figure, were negative mention. So the most active categories in which Monzo were mentioned is web, followed by news and blogs. So web is platforms like Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. News is digital newspapers, and blogs where people discussing their problems and benefits of other banks. Among 3, here you can see the amount of mentions compared to the sentiment. Overall, sentiment analysis shows that Monzo has good feedback from its customers on social media. Here you can see this slide, you can see platforms, and platforms divided by category type. So the most popular category type where customers discuss Monzo is web, then news, followed by blogs, forums, and that's it. So, and in terms of platforms, so 22.9% accounts for Vkontakte, it's Russian social media. Then comes Dailymotion, followed by Twitter with 19.3%. Then it's Reddit, 13.1%, and YouTube accounts for almost 12%. So as a conclusion, it can be said that web and news are the most popular category types for Monzo customers to discuss benefits or drawbacks. And Vkontakte, Dailymotion, Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit are the most used platforms where customers share their ideas about Monzo. This slide.
So here if you look at sentiment analysis part, in this part we have analyzed tweets from Monzo users, and after analyzing these tweets, it can be said that there are some tweets with positive sentiment where someone has tweeted about the service which they find is super easy and the feature has gambling block on it, and where another user has tweeted about the bank card color which they find it attractive and different from all of the bank. But also there are few less tweets with negative sentiment which can be seen on the slide in the rate box, where the person has tweeted about the customer service, where they find this customer service not supportive and they got the respond about their problem little bit late. But overall, it can be said that people like Monzo, and there are more tweets with positive sentiment than negative ones. So
On this slide, you can see the summary of Google Trends report. Among related topics, you can see that bank, debit card, and account are the prevailing one. This means that in the most cases online, people discuss bank service itself. Judging from the interest by countries, we can see that United Kingdom accounts for the major part, which means that all social discussion happening in United Kingdom about Monzo. From interest over time, we can make a conclusion that in November and July 2019, mentions peaked, but according to the 1st of March 2020, it is the same level as 31st of March 2019. So it's a little decrease in mentions and interest to Monzo over time on social media platforms. On this slide, you can see here are the key findings. So first of all, we found out that Monzo is a fast-growing digital bank and one of the unicorns of the United Kingdom. Overall, judging from mentions online and social platforms, customers are satisfied with Monzo service in general, and there are more positive mentions about Monzo on social media. Though the interest over time is decreasing, in general, there is a positive feedback from customers of Monzo. Here are the key findings. So first of all, we found